Hello guys, welcome my awesome creatives. Can you believe it's day 6? Alright, so today it's going to be a little bit different because after my introduction I'm going to want you to pause the video and do a little exercise. But just to remember, you're romancing yourself, and so do you have your wine handy, your tea, your candlelight, your incense? Today my stone is the citrine. The citrine stone is said to be able to empower you, and also to help you to release stress and bring you to a peaceful space. And so that's exactly what I'm aiming for today. We're going to do a little bit of meditation before we get started. Just to say, we're working with materials like markers and pencils, maybe crayons, and of course your journal. We're also going to be using sentence stems or prompts from the jar that I introduced you to yesterday. This is my, I've called it my loving kindness jar. Right, so to get started, you're going to need to use one of the prompts that I'm sending you on the email. And if you have your own prompt, oh, that's even better, all right? Once you have selected a prompt, I selected, if I say yes to life, then ... It's like a free writing. You have to complete what happens next. Or in the collage of my soul, ... The idea is that you will just sit quietly, dwell on this in the meditation, and when you come out of the meditation, you just start writing. Forget about things like punctuation and spelling. Just write and write and write until you feel like you're done. An example of one of my free writings. The prompt was, I share joy. I share joy. I share my love as joy. Blessings evolve and the cascading waterfalls of miracles beat down thunderous in my lagoon of bliss. Flowing out to the sea, expanding ever, carrying her knowing on the waves of abundance. Blessings evolve and the cascading waterfalls of miracles beat down thunderous into my lagoon of bliss. That was just, coming from a stream of consciousness. No editing, just dwelling on sharing joy. You're going to try that too. As I used that in my meditation and I was dwelling on that, I don't know for whatever reason, instead of water, for some reason, a dragonfly came up into my awareness. And so coming out of the writing, the dragonfly arose. And that's how it will, or that's how it might go for you too. I don't know. Now it's your turn. Select your prompt. Go to the meditation, dwelling on the prompt. After that 5 minutes, then you come out of the meditation and you start free writing and write for as long as you want to, until you feel done. From there, that's when we're going to develop our personal symbol. So your free writing is your precursor to developing your personal symbol, because what we're trying to do is develop our own language, things that are unique to us. And so free writing is a nice little space to develop, like little poetry or a little bit of random thoughts that actually are not so random, because then you look back at it and you get some really powerful insights about what's going on inside. And so this is what the free write page can look like. Doesn't have to be exactly that, because I had a page in another book where I was procrastinating, and in order to break through procrastination, I wrote procrastinate. Ooh, say that fast. I wrote procrastinate a lot of times all over the book in order to jolt my procrastinating tendency. So this is what yours can look like. Now it's time to just consider what image comes up, and that symbol will be your first alphabet, as it were, your first letter in your alphabet for this challenge that we have. So why a symbol? Remember now, almost all of our lives is we're inundated with symbolism everywhere. We know certain restaurants because of symbols that they have. We know how to proceed on the road because of the symbols that we read every day. So that symbol is a sign or a mark for a bigger idea. And so what we're capturing in this moment is something that will represent us, because we are the most awesome, biggest ideas that there are on the planet, right? You agree with me, okay? Yeah. So exactly how do we do this? You're gonna go in, you're gonna go quiet. You're gonna dwell on your prompt and the writings and just the feeling. Remember day 2 when we were making marks that we liked, lines that we liked. So in this moment now, what came up to you or what occurred to you in the meditation? I'm not gonna say what came up for you, but as usual, my intuition goes into a circular form. I had taken up the prompt about my collage being a tapestry of my internal space, and so maybe a few lines that have angles like patchwork. And as I do that, what comes up now? Circle the shape. Remember the abstraction in the symbol is that attempt to capture a bigger idea or a huge concept in just a few lines or in just a simple shape. So let's see how you get on with it. Still keeping it simple in terms of how much media we are exploring with the markers and the crayons. And of course, maybe your page had some coloring on it from a couple of days ago. And you can emphasize some of the lines, you can repeat them, you can block in spaces, making lines thicker, you can put in texture. It's all up to you. So you are growing your symbol and you're becoming more connected to it, because that's the idea, going inward landscape, outward reach. Yes? Yes. Can't emphasize enough, guys, that this is going to be a moment where you really have to sit with yourself. And like for me, my patience thing came up, I did one and it came out as a lonely little star there in pencil. And then I tried again and I wrote another prompt about having wings and soaring and being with rich dark matter in the dark sky. And what I came back with, a peacock feather. Guys, do peacocks actually fly? I don't know, I don't think so. But that's the symbol that came and I'm keeping it. I am receiving that one and I'm keeping that peacock feather. Then I went back in again, dwelled again, and just decided just to let myself loose. And let me tell you, half hour, 45 minutes, this is me. I have this sense of power. I feel like this lightning bolt piercing through an egg that has a nucleus and lots of stories. So I'm going to do the reverse now. I am now going to look at my symbol and I'm going to write something about that. I'm hoping you're having as much fun as me, because this is really a cool exercise. So to recap, what you're going to do, first you're going to romance yourself, get your wine ready or your tea. Then you're going to gather your materials. Simple today, just markers, pencils and crayons. Maybe, I'm not sure if you'll use your crayons, but get them. Then you are going to select a prompt, one that I'm going to send you. Or if you have your own wonderful, that's even better. Then you dwell on that prompt, almost like a meditation. You dwell on it, and whatever comes up for you, you come out of it, and then you start writing. Free writing is simply writing from that stream of consciousness without pausing, without punctuation, and best of all, and most of all, without judgment. Then from your free writing, you have a whole bunch of resources there, a lot of stimulation. I want to see you come up with a personal symbol, that one idea that umbrellas or takes in this part of you today. And you'll do that with line and shape, and if you want, coloring in as well. So I hope that this adventure won't be too challenging, and I'm hoping that you have more fun than anything else, okay? So after this, it's one more day, guys, of our 7-day challenge. Start thinking about if you want to stay on with me and do a deeper dive. And if you're interested, please just drop me an email and I will send you the details around what I have planned. All right? So have fun, and of course, as usual, live creative.